wondering, I'm just practicing this clutch exercise. Now, if you're in the sweet spot, you're supposed to be able to rev your engine and not have it go faster. I feel like I'm rolling a little bit. This is downhill a little bit. I'm going to turn and go the other way here. This is more uphill. I think I'm going to come to a stop. Start over here. And I'm going to lift this visor up. Let's see here. See, this parking lot starts to slope down, so I'm worried I'm just rolling, thinking I'm working on the clutch. See, I'm not leaning enough coming out of a turn like that. Whether I'm exiting a parking lot, I'm gonna act like this is a turn. Look, start to turn, preload, start to release. That was a little better. I'm going to keep working on the left right now, and then try the right. Now, Mojo guy was talking on a video I watched last night about right turns people struggle with because they're trying to do the brake, the clutch, and press. So he suggested pulling on the left bar to have the same effect. No, pushing on the right bar, I guess, for left turns. Oh, hold on. So he was talking about if you push on the right to go right, it's the same as pulling to the left, I think is what he was saying. As I do it here, it doesn't kind of...
You see, I see things as they are, and I say no. You see things as they are not, and you you see things... Do you see things as they are? What do you say when you see things?
I might have to watch that video again, because as I was saying it and doing it, it didn't feel right. Alright, so I'm going to look right, no traffic coming, preload, look left, pick the foot up, and go. So I'm going to come up here and simulate the right. Look left. Now some of the guys say you should go ahead and have the wheel turned, the tire turned. Preload, start to take off. Now I'm way wide. That's just, I'm not turning the wheels enough. Not turning the bars enough, rather. I think I would get planted more out here if I was coming up to like a lane. Then look, preload, start to go. Just not comfortable at all with that. So what I'm trying to do is stay in my side versus going wide. I'm specking out this parking lot. Like if they would let me put some cones over there during the week, that would be great to kind of come and practice some stuff. Right now I could practice this. That's just way too wide. I'm gonna have to read my own pointer notes on the turns. It seems so simple, but yet when you're on here doing it, you know, it feels like it's gonna drop. So on the left, you know, you're going into the opposite lane almost. Well, that one sucked. Didn't do good with that one. Look, no traffic coming. Preload and go. Alright, let's try one to the right. I'm trying to pick one of these spots that doesn't have a lot of oil and stuff in it. Alright. Look, I'm gonna turn, preload. As soon as it starts to go, I'm gonna lift up. I know that was really slow, but I was trying to force myself to hit the bars a little more to the right just to get some muscle memory going. I'm gonna give the clutch a rest for a little bit. Do a little break real quick. Partly I'm probably overthinking some stuff, but this is a topic that gives a lot of people trouble, or there would be so many videos about it. And before I can even get to the more intermediate levels of these drills, I want to kind of master the friction zone, which I feel kind of comfortable in the friction zone, like the slow walk. I've done that in my driveway. I practice two things in my driveway: emergency braking, which I don't do enough, and the slow walk and the slow stop. I've done that a lot in my own driveway, and so I'm pretty good with that. But these turns, it's harder for me to practice in my driveway. But you know, I want to get to this and then do some cone weaves, and this is about it. I don't want to overdo the practice either, because what happens is you start getting sloppy in your practice. You know, the old saying we did when I was teaching karate was perfect practice makes perfect, right? And I've made comments before that if I'm going to practice, I want to be sure I'm practicing the right things. So in that spirit, you know, that's why I watch so many videos, and I've got Motorman stuff that I'm going to go back and rewatch again that I paid for. So that's about it. So I'm going to do a few more drills out here and then go around riding for fun. You know, when it comes to the laws with firearms, churches with schools are kind of a unique issue, because there's a law here in Virginia that says something like you can't carry in a church or on a church property unless there's a special need or something. I'd have to look up the wording again. And a Republican attorney general was asked to opine whether general self-defense met the standard. And he said it does, and they haven't messed with that, surprisingly. So it's this weird thing in Virginia. But if you have a school that's also part of the church, you, I think, can run afoul of the federal law and probably and probably state too about firearms in a school. Got to be careful, or just acknowledge you're taking a chance if you violate it. All right, I'm gonna do a couple more drills here again. Let's see. I'm gonna turn the wheel, preload, and hold. Lift up a foot. See, I did that stupid steering wheel thing, handlebar thing, where I went straight for a second. I gotta turn it more. So look, turn. I'm probably not turning that enough. I'm gonna load it up and then start to go. See what I did there? As I started to go out, the bar went to the right on me, which takes me where I don't want to go. Yeah, try that again. All right, so come here. Look left. Nobody coming. Preload. Lift up. See, I'm doing it again. Son of a gun. Why am I doing that? You know, that might go back to Mojo's point about you're trying to do so much with the right hand with the throttle and stuff. I shouldn't be pressing with the right, just holding the throttle. So look right. Nobody coming. Well, let me start. Preload and go. Keep that to the left. There we go. I'm not even going to try U-turns today. I got so much I want to practice. Like I said, I think I've gotten to a point where I'm overthinking some of this stuff. See, the right lane, like if this were traffic, you don't want to cross into the other lane. And if I had some cones up, I'd be putting those up. And so you've got, see, I'm doing the same thing there where for a minute, or not even, just a split second, but then it turns into longer. I'm having the handlebars turn in a way I don't want them to go when I'm making that right turn, just like I did on the left. Now, if this were an intersection, I would probably try to position a little further and use all the road. So, wow, I'm just blowing it here. Let's see. Alright, turn, preload, and when it starts to go, you gotta, just not good. And I'm not looking with the head enough. I think that's also part of the issue. Let's see, Mojo broke that down with an exaggerated look, and I was going to try to remember that. He did this thing where he looked all the way down. The mistake I think people make is looking at the road or the ditch line. So let's turn, no traffic this way. I'm going to look way down, and man, that didn't feel good at all, guys. I had to put my leg down there. I know by posting this video, if I post, it's going to open myself up to a lot of criticism. But I know others are experiencing the same stuff, and I think when I'm on the road, I'm just doing it, and here, trying to break it down. Sometimes on the road, I don't turn that wheel first. I do it as I'm turning, and it's still slow. That's just way too wide. way too wide. Right, turn. I'm gonna look way down, way down. Jerry Palladino says if you can do it once, it's dumb luck. If you can do it twice, it's skill. And you know, I don't feel I got skills yet. Let's see, right? Look. Be Your Own Boss talks about that when people preload that throttle, the mistake he hears is that people come off the throttle. They twist it, they preload it, and then as they let the clutch out, they end up coming off the throttle as well. And that's what I'm doing, I think, in part. I'm waiting for a parking lot Karen to come along, to be quite honest. I'm just giving the clutch another break here. Sometimes what I'll do, I don't know if I'm going to do it today, is I'll take off the helmet and take a break and watch some YouTube videos. And I think what I'm going to do is take my Word document that I keep of everyone's pointers and put that out on my phone so I can read that when I'm out here. And I've got a Motorman's videos and the other materials, so I probably need to start incorporating that more. See, I'm gonna go across this way doing the clutch drill. Like, I feel I'm got a pretty good handle on the friction zone. Like, to do a drill like this, I mean, I guess I could go even slower. I'm really concerned I don't want to tip the bike while I'm out here. See, I'm going to slow down here. Go this way with it. Let's see. I think part of the challenge is that sometimes I feel like I'm steering when I should be counter steering. Boy, this right turn, I'm not doing good, guys. The right turn, I've had to put my right foot down twice because it felt like I was gonna go over that way. And see, normally what I would do is pull out and then start turning as I pulled out. And that's why it's so slow. It's just not tight because I'm not turning the bars enough. So at least I think I figured out what I'm doing wrong. It's just I've got to turn those bars more. I think I'll need to get like a lesson. I'll tell you, it's embarrassing to share some of this stuff because I feel like I've gotten worse rather than better. And there's always a few folks that'll send me some biting commentary. You know, every time I post this stuff out there, I feel like I get some good pointers, but then I'll also get a few people that'll send me F-bombs and idiot stuff as if they all came out of the womb knowing how to do all this stuff. And when I'm on the road, I'm not as nervous or thinking about it, though I acknowledge that one of the holes in my game are these slow turns. The parking lot, I just do terrible.